take a walk, not in this way. I'm a dream that died by light of day. Gonna hold up half the sky and say, only I own me. And I feel my heart beating. I feel my heart underneath my skin. Oh, I can feel my heart beating. 'Cause you make me feel like I'm alive again.
Australia's Defence Force is monitoring a Chinese Navy task group.
In mid-February 2025, a notable development unfolded in the waters northeast of Australia. A task group from China's People Liberation Army Navy was detected operating unusually close to Australian waters. This flotilla comprised 3 significant vessels: the Jiangkai-class frigate Hengyang, the Renhai-class cruiser Zunyi, and the Fuji-class replenishment vessel Weishanhu. Their presence so close to Australia, a key ally of the United States, has raised eyebrows and prompted discussions about the broader implications for regional security and international maritime dynamics. And it also raised grave concerns about the centerpiece of this task group is the Renhai-class cruiser Zunyi. Renowned for its formidable firepower, the Zunyi is equipped with 112 vertical launch missile cells, capable of deploying a variety of missiles, including land attack variants with ranges reaching up to 2,000 kilometers. This capability positions the Zunyi as a significant strategic asset, capable of projecting power far beyond China's immediate periphery. In comparison, Australia's most advanced warships are notably outmatched, underscoring a growing disparity in naval capabilities between the two nations. The Jiangkai-class frigate Hengyang adds to the task group's versatility, designed for anti-aircraft and anti-submarine warfare as well as surface combatant roles. Its multi-role capabilities make it a valuable asset in various maritime operations. Complementing these 3 warships is the Fuji-class replenishment vessel Weishanhu, which ensures sustained operational reach by providing necessary logistical support, including fuel and supplies, enabling the task group to maintain prolonged deployments without reliance on port facilities. Should the United States fear the superior firepower of China's impressive force? For decades, the United States Navy has been the dominant force on the world's oceans, unmatched in its ability to project power across the globe. But in recent years, China's People Liberation Army Navy has been growing at an astonishing rate, expanding its fleet, modernizing its capabilities, and challenging U.S. dominance, particularly in the Pacific. Today, China boasts the world's largest navy in terms of sheer numbers, with over 740 ships in its fleet. That's nearly double the U.S. Navy's total. But numbers alone don't tell the whole story. The United States may have fewer ships, but it has something China doesn't: 11 nuclear-powered aircraft carriers, the largest and most powerful warships in the world. Each of these floating air bases can carry over 70 aircraft, capable of launching strikes, defending vast areas of ocean, and supporting ground operations anywhere in the world. China, on the other hand, only has 3 carriers, and none of them match the firepower or operational range of their American counterparts. The Liaoning, a refurbished Soviet-era ship, and the Shandong, China's first domestically built carrier, both rely on outdated ski jump ramps instead of catapult launch systems, limiting the types of aircraft that they can deploy. The newest addition, the Fujian, is China's first modern carrier, equipped with an electromagnetic catapult system, bringing it closer to U.S. capabilities, but still lacks the experience and logistical support that give the U.S. Navy its edge. Beyond aircraft carriers, destroyers play a crucial role in naval warfare, and this is where China has made some serious advancements. The Type 055 destroyer, also called the Renhai class, is one of the most powerful surface combatants China has ever built. Armed with 112 vertical launch system cells, these warships can fire long-range cruise missiles, anti-aircraft missiles, and even anti-ship weapons, making them a formidable force. The U.S. Navy, however, has an even larger fleet of highly advanced destroyers, over 90 Arleigh Burke-class ships, equipped with state-of-the-art Aegis combat systems. These ships are the backbone of the U.S. fleet, capable of defending entire carrier strike groups from missile attacks and enemy aircraft. The Ticonderoga-class cruisers, though aging, had even more firepower, with 122 vertical launch cells each. So while China's destroyers are catching up, the U.S. still holds a clear advantage in advanced missile defense and overall fleet coordination. Submarines are another area where the two navies are competing, and here stealth is everything. China operates around 70 submarines, including both nuclear and diesel-electric models. The Type 094 Jin-class ballistic missile submarines serve as China's underwater nuclear deterrent, while its Type 93 Shang-class attack submarines hunt enemy ships. But these Chinese submarines are still relatively noisy compared to their American counterparts, making them easier to detect. The U.S. Navy has some of the quietest and most advanced submarines in the world. The Virginia-class attack submarines, built for stealth and speed, are among the most lethal in the ocean. Then there are the Ohio-class ballistic missile submarines, the heart of America's underwater nuclear arsenal. Each of these boats can carry up to 24 Trident II nuclear missiles, capable of striking targets across the globe with pinpoint accuracy. In a direct submarine-to-submarine engagement, the U.S. holds a significant advantage. But this isn't just about who has the best ships, it's about strategy. China's naval expansion is focused on regional dominance, particularly in the Western Pacific. The South China Sea, the Taiwan Strait, the East China Sea, these are all areas where China wants control. Over the past decade, it has built and militarized artificial islands, equipped them with runways, missile systems, and radar installations, effectively turning them into unsinkable aircraft carriers. Its naval strategy relies on an overwhelming presence in these contested waters, using warships, Coast Guard vessels, and maritime militia to enforce its claims. Meanwhile, the U.S. Navy is a global force, maintaining bases and alliances around the world. With fleets stationed in Japan, Guam, Bahrain, and throughout Europe, the U.S. can project power far beyond its borders. Unlike China, which primarily operates within the first and second island chains of the Pacific, the U.S. Navy can conduct operations in multiple theaters simultaneously, from the South China Sea to the Middle East and beyond. Another key factor is experience. The U.S. Navy has been conducting large-scale naval operations for decades, engaging in conflicts, securing trade routes, and carrying out joint exercises with allied nations. American carrier battle groups operate seamlessly, coordinating with destroyers, submarines, and air wings to form one of the most lethal force structures on the planet. China, by comparison, is still learning. Its Navy has only recently begun conducting extended deployments beyond its immediate region, and it lacks the same level of real-world combat experience. While China has been rapidly modernizing, war is unpredictable, and experience matters. At the end of the day, the comparison between the U.S. and Chinese navies isn't just about who has more ships or better technology. It's about how those forces are used. China is expanding aggressively, seeking to establish dominance in its region and push back against American influence. The U.S., on the other hand, is working to maintain the balance of power, ensuring open sea lanes and deterring any potential conflicts. If tensions continue to rise, the strength of these two navies will play a crucial role in shaping the future of global security. The question isn't who just has the stronger navy today, it's how that firepower will be used in the years to come. The appearance of this Chinese naval group in close proximity to Australia has been described by Australian Defence Minister Richard Marles as unusual. While the vessels operated within international waters, their activities have been closely monitored by both Australian and New Zealand defence forces. The Australian Navy had been shadowing the Chinese vessels, which at one point were reportedly to be approximately 150 nautical miles east of Sydney. This proximity has naturally led to heightened vigilance and re-evaluation of regional maritime security protocols. New Zealand's Defence Minister Judith Collins also expressed concerns, particularly regarding the short notice provided by China before conducting live-fire exercises in the Tasman Sea. The lack of advanced warning not only disrupted commercial flight paths, but also raised questions about the adherence to established international norms and the potential risks posed to civilian activities in the region. The deployment of such a potent Chinese naval force near Australia signifies more than just routine maritime exercise. It reflects China's expanding strategic ambitions and its capability to project military power into the South Pacific. This move challenges the traditional security dynamics of the region and has prompted both Australia and New Zealand to reassess their defense postures. The rapid advancement and deployment capabilities of the plan, exemplified by the Zunyi and its sister ships, highlighted the significant shift in naval power balance, necessitating a strategic response from the regional powers and their allies. Encounters like this with U.S. allies and U.S. fleets only leads to further rising conflict between the two superpowers. Encounters like these aren't just about ships and planes. They're about geopolitics, strategy, and the balance of power. For China, every maneuver is a statement of defiance against U.S. presence in what they consider their sphere of influence. For the U.S., it's about upholding international law and maintaining open sea lanes. But these encounters also carry immense risks. A miscalculation, a near miss between aircraft, a misinterpreted maneuver, or an accidental collision could spiral into a full-blown crisis. Both navies train rigorously to avoid such scenarios, but the potential for escalation is always present. The recent activities of the plan near Australia also bring into focus the broader context of naval power competition between China and the United States. As of 2025, China boasts the world's largest navy by number of ships, with a fleet strength of approximately 742 vessels. This includes a mix of aircraft carriers, destroyers, frigates, corvettes, and submarines. What makes these encounters particularly dangerous is the lack of clear communication and protocols between the two sides. Unlike the Cold War-era agreements between the US and the Soviet Union, which established rules to prevent accidental escalation, there are few mechanisms in place to manage US-China naval interactions. This absence of formal guidelines leaves much to the discretion of individual commanders, increasing the likelihood of miscalculation. The psychological toll on sailors and pilots involved in these incidents cannot be understated either. Imagine the tension aboard a U.S. carrier as a Chinese fighter jet conducts a low pass over the flight deck, or the focus required of a destroyer's crew as a foreign warship veers dangerously close. These moments are tests of discipline, training, and judgment, where every decision is scrutinized and could have far-reaching implications. In this high-stakes environment, maintaining professionalism is paramount. The U.S. Navy's rules of engagement emphasize restraint and de-escalation, even in the face of provocation. This disciplined approach is designed to avoid unnecessary conflict, while still asserting the U.S. commitment to freedom of navigation and regional stability. Despite these measures, the potential for escalation remains a constant concern. A single misstep, whether it's a collision at sea, a misunderstanding of intentions, or a technical malfunction, could spiral into a broader conflict with global consequences. Both nations understand the gravity of these encounters, which is why they often end with both sides disengaging before tensions boil over. But as the competition for dominance in the Indo-Pacific intensifies, the frequency and intensity of these encounters are likely to increase, keeping the region on edge. Ultimately, these incidents are a microcosm of the broader US-China rivalry, where power, influence, and strategy intersect in contested waters. While neither side seeks open conflict, the risks inherent in these encounters serve as a constant reminder of the fragility of peace in an increasingly multipolar world. Two giants meet on the high seas, a dance of power, strategy, and tension that could shape the future of global security. What do you think? How should the U.S. Navy respond to such encounters? Should they assert dominance or exercise restraint? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you're ready to dive deeper into the world of military tech and strategy, hit the next video and keep the momentum going. But if you want exclusive access to classified insights, bonus content, and early releases,